Hello. Okay, so this is going to be my first ever TTC related video. As you can see, I have a couple videos on the website on YouTube that are silly or weird or anything like that, but those are old and I wanted to keep the same channel, even though this is starting to be like a TTC channel. Yeah, there are a bunch of these everywhere. There's a bunch of people who have these, and my husband and I wanted to start one, so might as well, because we are going through a lot. So I figured maybe I can try to help somebody with everything that we're going through. And yeah, don't mind me, I'm at work, tech support, and my hair is a mess, which is okay. This is the real me. So my name is Mary, and husband and I have been married for 7 years, and we have been together for 13. We met when we were 13, back in 2001 or something, 2000, I don't know. But we started dating at sophomore year in high school, and that was December 17th, 2002. We went to college together, graduated, and then decided to get married senior year of college. So yeah, that December 20th, 2008. And we knew that we didn't want to try for baby yet because we wanted to go traveling and, you know, pay some of the freaking college loans that we have back. And we also wanted to just make sure that we're ready, you know, even though you can never be ready. But we were 21, 22 years old, so we were like, I don't want a baby yet. So we decided to get our dog, but we didn't get him until 2011. So we have Pixel, who is a Cockachon, and that's half Cocker Spaniel, half Bichon Frise. And I think I said that right. And he is 4 years old. He's going to be 5 this July, and he is our world. He's our baby. But we want to give him a brother or sister, and that's where this vlog comes in. Well, that can't help us, but at least you can see what we're going through. Basically, last year in 2014, November, we decided we're gonna try for a baby, you know. Well, before that, we decided we were gonna start trying November of 2014. And I was on birth control for years before that because of my periods were always abnormal, and yeah, I mostly just used it for that. So I finally stopped taking birth control pills 6 months prior to us TTC in November of 2014. We tried November 2014, no such luck. So then we were like, maybe our love month of December, you know, we would get pregnant. And to our surprise, we actually did. So it was just like basically 1 month of no go, and then the second month we were pregnant, and I was so happy. I didn't want to wait, you know, the 12 weeks to tell my family, because I figured they can pray for me and, you know, it'd just be a positive experience. So I got my millions of brothers and sisters together, because I have 5 sisters and 2 brothers. They all live in different areas, but the ones that were around, I put them all together in a room, and then I acted like I was taking a photo of them, and my husband said, "Say Maddie's pregnant," and they were like, "What?" And I recorded their reactions, and it was great. So I was so happy, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a mom. It took one time and we're pregnant. But unfortunately, after the new year, January 8th, 2015, I suffered a loss. I had a miscarriage, and I was totally devastated. I went to the hospital. They were so cold. They were not even caring. They just kept on acting like if I didn't lose a baby when I was bleeding so much. And I was 5 weeks pregnant. I was so devastated. It was horrible. I'm still not over it because it's still a baby, and you know, but we waited. I was like, I don't want to try, but then I decided, let's try again in March. We tried in March, no pregnancy. April, no pregnancy. May, you know, so then we were like, you know what, forget it. And then we decided not to try, and we went to Mexico for my birthday, July 2015. July 1st is my birthday. We went to Mexico, and my birthday weekend, which we celebrated my birthday around June 26th or something like that. One thing led to another, drunk times, and we TTC'd by mistake, you know what I mean? And I haven't been on birth control pills, so I went to Mexico not thinking anything. I'm like, I doubt I'm gonna be able to get pregnant one time. We're not even trying. We were drunk, you know? So I come back from Mexico because I was so sick in Mexico. I was, you know, heartburn and everything, and I was like, maybe it's the food, but I don't know. I am Puerto Rican. I like spicy things, sweet things, so it doesn't really bother me that much. But I do have a sensitivity sometimes, so I get heartburn. So I come back from Mexico, and it's a positive pregnancy test. And it was a surprise, but I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, I'm pregnant, you know? And I even took a digital. So I wasn't trying to be negative or anything like that, because I was like, oh, miscarriage, I think it'll only happen once. I don't think it would happen again. So I was being positive. But 2 days after I found out that I was pregnant, I started bleeding again. This time I didn't go to the hospital. I didn't do any of that because I knew I wasn't far along, and I just didn't want to deal with all the cold-hearted people. And so I took a day off of work. I remember this happened on a Friday. So I took a Friday off, and yeah, I took the weekend to, you know, cry and everything like that and grieve. So that was the last straw for me. I was like, you know what? What's happening? Why am I losing babies, you know? So August, I, for some reason, didn't get my period. I was late again, and I was like, what is happening? So I look, and I got another positive pregnancy test, you know? And I was like, this can't be, you know? You know, sometimes, you know, things happen and everything like that, but so I had a positive pregnancy test for 1 day. It was like positive, you can see the lines. The next day it was gone, and I started bleeding. So it was like a chemical pregnancy. So I decided I'm going to start going to a different, like a midwife, different doctor, whatever. I go to the midwife, and they start running tests on me and everything like that, thyroid, all that stuff. It turns out that I have, my thyroid levels were a little bit abnormal, so I'm hypoactive thyroid, so it's like underactive basically. And she said that that could have been the cause of the miscarriage. So I was like, okay. So then she was like, all right, here's medicine, 50 micrograms of levothyroxine. Probably said that horribly wrong. And so I started taking that, and she said, come back in 6 months after you TTC. If nothing happens, you know, come back, we'll do more tests. 6 months 6 months go by, nothing. She's like, okay, we're gonna test your levels on day 3 of your cycle. So I had to go during day 3 of my period. They took blood work, and then I had to go day 21 after I ovulate and all that stuff to take blood work. Day 3 showed that I had high levels of prolactin, and that progesterone was extremely low. So they ordered me to get an MRI of my brain. Turns out I have a cyst on my pituitary gland. They can't do anything about it. It can't shrink, nothing like that. It's benign, it's not cancerous, nothing. But that is what's not helping me to get pregnant. Ovulation, because of the prolactin, I'm not ovulating like I should. And because of my low progesterone, that's why I can't keep a baby. So basically I felt like damaged goods, and I was crying, and I was just like, what's gonna happen to me, you know? So where we are at right now is I'm on 75 micrograms of thyroid medication so that I can at least, you know, regulate that. And I going back in June so that I can start progesterone for 5 days. Then I have to be on Clomid, and then after that we TTC and stay on progesterone, hopefully, if I'm pregnant, throughout my first trimester. Because unfortunately I'm so low, my progesterone's so low that it might miscarry again. And unfortunately they can't give me anything for my prolactin levels. because if they do, then it's gonna counteract with some other things. And my prolactin levels aren't really that low. Like, it's not really a high level like if somebody needs medicine for, because the cyst in my pituitary gland is very tiny. It's smaller than a pea. So yeah. So this is where we are at right now, and I know a lot of people have their journey and their issues, but I just wanted to talk about mine. And I know this video is really long, and you probably hate my accent because I'm from Jersey, but I hope you follow along, and I hope you like what you see. We're a very weird, crazy family, and I'll show you daily things, and I'll update you on my TTC journey. I'm going in May actually for my thyroid levels, and I'm going to be talking to my midwife about that. So yeah, this is my first video regarding TTC. You can look at my old videos that have weird things from when I was younger and everything like that, but yeah, I'm 28 actually. I'll be 29 in July, and my goal was to have 2 kids by 30, but God has other plans, and I'm just gonna trust in his plan. And as much as it hurts to lose 2 children and possibly a third with a chemical pregnancy, I know that I will be a mom one day, and sadly, you know, I have to do all this work just to get pregnant, but it's gonna be worth it. So I'll talk to you later, guys, and God bless you.